You know, it isn't that often that an artist grabs your attention the way Phil Stendek does. It's not just that his original songs are both catchy and deeply personal, it's the way in which he presents them to the world that's awe-inspiring and vastly different from the way most of us are used to having music delivered to our ears. You see, Phil has replaced the entire lineup of your standard four-piece band with just himself. His songs come to life through the power of looping, a very complicated art form involving equal parts dexterity and creativity. Using a series of loop stations, Phil records short passages of music and then layers more parts onto each pass until the complexity of a full musical arrangement reveals itself. It's truly a spectacle worth witnessing firsthand. Phil's definitely one of the first pioneers of the looping craft and has been rewarded so by being crowned the 2010 Roland Boss US Looping Champion. Phil recently relocated to Las Vegas, and at one of our showcases, we had a chance to sit down and ask him a few questions regarding how he got his start in looping, his plans for the future, and the advice he'd give to any artist looking to get their start in the craft.
I am a loop artist, which not a lot of people are familiar with it, but it's a style of performance involving foot-operated digital technology. And I basically record myself on stage with my feet, and then I play live drums and I sing on top of it.
What's up, Las Vegas? Take everything, whoa, and burn.
I moved to Vegas. I came back and forth to Vegas a few times. In 2010, I won the Boss Loop Station Championship in the United States, and then I placed in the top 6 of the Worlds. So that definitely got me a lot more gigs.
Talk of revolution, not the devil, the hell. Got a mop deck and charge, but I take too many bills. I want the government to pay for my medical bills.
The one thing I've been pretty meticulous about is making my songs as playable as possible. Like when I do something in the studio, I try to make it at least somewhat accurate live. Like I don't make the song too elaborate, otherwise when I play it live, no one will recognize it.
We used to argue and kick up a fuss, talk of conspiracies and road in the box. So for a half-life.
My favorite band growing up was the Police, and then when I got in high school, I loved this band called Fugazi. Very heavily reggae influenced band. I love playing reggae for 2 reasons. One is because it's a very universal style of music. Like you could play it to just about any crowd, and they'll at least pat their foot. Like it won't. It's probably the least likely style of music to drive someone out of a room. And the other reason why I like reggae so much is because it has this off-kilter rhythm that is very. It's very easy to do while you're singing. I recorded an album 2 years ago. This is a self-titled album. You can get it on iTunes. And I haven't had a chance to really work on any new material because last year I was touring all the time. But I'm really looking forward to working on some new stuff.
Gazed at each other way past time.
We'll definitely be willing to spend a lot of money because I've spent almost every free dollar I have on musicals. Practice a lot, not just what you do, but you have to practice speeding up your routine. You have to expedite that loop. You can't just go up there and just step on it, play into it, just kind of scratch your head and go, oh, that sounds pretty good. Like you can't give yourself time to listen to it. You have to practice it so much that you can play it without hearing it. That to me is probably the most important thing, because when you're a one-man band, you don't want the crowd to think you're a one-man band. You want them to hear a full band. Ideally, what I would like to do is get a show put together that I could play in one of the casinos and just work towards making music and creating and collaborating, having fun.
Post in your yard with a short hair protector tied around the base with a sign that says no one allowed. You're not so perfect. That's raw shining on me. You're not so perfect. I feel just like royalty. You know it's so